Hey, Vikings Nation, SKOL, buckle up, because we're diving into some massive news about our Minnesota Vikings for the 2025 NFL season. Ever wonder what makes a defensive front truly elite? Last season, we tied for fourth in the NFL with 49 sacks, but apparently, that's not enough for GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. Why go all in on revamping our front seven? Let's break it down in this electrifying update that's got every Vikings fan buzzing. Stick around as we unpack the moves, the stars, and why analysts are calling our defense the best in the league. Ready? Let's roll. The Vikings were a sack machine last season, tying the Houston Texans with 49 takedowns, good for fourth in the NFL. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the twist. Sacks don't tell the whole story. According to Pro Football Focus, our pass rush was stuck in the bottom half of the league. That's right, despite the numbers, we weren't generating consistent pressure, especially from the interior. So what's a GM to do when the stats don't match the impact? Kwesi Adofo-Mensah didn't just sit back, he went full Viking warrior mode. What do you think makes a pass rush truly dominant? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Enter the game changers, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. These two beasts were signed in free agency to plug the gaps in our defensive line. Allen, a disruptive force from Washington, and Hargrave, a proven veteran from Philly, are here to make quarterbacks' lives miserable. Last season, our interior pressure was a weak spot, but with these additions, we're talking about a whole new level of chaos. Imagine Harrison Phillips anchoring the nose, flanked by Allen and Hargrave. Opposing offenses are already sweating. How excited are you for this revamped line? Let me know below. Now, let's talk about that front seven depth chart. Picture this, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave up front, with Harrison Phillips clogging the middle. On the edges, we've got Jonathan Greenid and Andrew Van Ginkel, ready to hunt. Linebackers Blake Cashman and Ivan Pace Jr. bring the heat, with Dallas Turner and Eric Wilson as rotational assassins. This isn't just a lineup, it's a nightmare for QBs. Analyst Warren Sharp is losing his mind over this group, projecting them as the NFL's #1 front seven for 2025. Are you feeling the hype yet? Why the big jump? Sharp's analysis at Sharp Football says it all. Our front seven skyrocketed 24 spots to claim the top rank with an 86 score, beating out the Denver Broncos and Pittsburgh Steelers. Last year, we were 6th in pressure rate and 4th in sacks, but adding Allen and Hargrave, that's like upgrading from a longship to a battleship. Sharp's metrics blend film study, stats, and projections, and they're screaming one thing: the Vikings are built to dominate. What's the one matchup you can't wait to see this defense destroy? Let's zoom out and look at the competition. Sharp ranks the Vikings above some heavy hitters. Denver at 85, Pittsburgh at 84, and even the Super Bowl champ Eagles at 74. The Lions, our NFC North rivals, barely cracked the top 10 at 69. This isn't just a feel-good story, it's a statement. Our front seven isn't just good, it's the best. But here's the question. Can they live up to the hype against elite offenses like Kansas City or Philly? Share your predictions in the comments. Now, let's get to the why behind Kwesi's aggressive moves. Sacks are flashy, but consistent pressure wins games. Look at the Eagles in Super Bowl 59, low sack numbers early, but their pass rush crushed Patrick Mahomes when it mattered. Our GM saw the same potential in Minnesota. By bolting on Allen and Hargrave, we're not just chasing stats, we're building a unit that controls games. What's the one player you think will be the X factor in this group? The depth is what makes this scary. Dallas Turner, our 2024 first-round pick, is a rotational edge rusher with star potential. Jalen Redmond and Eric Wilson add versatility, meaning we've got fresh legs to keep the pressure on all game long. Imagine Turner exploding off the edge in crunch time or Cashman stuffing the run. This depth chart is a chessboard, and Brian Flores is the grandmaster. What's the one defensive play you're dying to see in 2025? The fan base is buzzing, and so am I. Posts on X are calling our front seven a top 3 unit, with some saying it's the best in the NFL. That's not just homer talk. Sharp's data backs it up. But here's where it gets fun. Our secondary is expected to step up too, and with J.J. McCarthy taking the reins at QB, This team feels like a contender. Can our defense carry us to a deep playoff run? Let's hear your boldest Vikings prediction. All right, Vikings Nation, it's time to wrap this up. But the excitement's just getting started. Our front seven is poised to terrorize the NFL, and with training camp underway, we're about to see this unit in action. Will they live up to the #1 ranking? Can McCarthy and the offense keep pace? I need your thoughts. Drop a comment, smash that like button, and subscribe for more Vikings updates. Share this with your fellow SKOL fans, and let's get ready for a wild 2025 season. SKOL Vikings.